Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look right here. Some of the products are old and tried and true. Some are brand new for me, some of which I got in the Ipsy subscription box that we're testing out today. And then some of the products I just got inspired by Kathleen lights to test out. So we're going to be testing out some products and this is going to be the end result. So if you guys want to see how I created this makeup look and what I used, most of the stuff was very budget friendly. There was a couple things that I guess would be considered higher end, but a lot of the stuff is very affordable. If you guys want to see how I created this makeup look and what I think about these products, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with a little bit of primer. This is the e.l.f. Hemp Cannabis Sativa Puff Puff Primer. I've used this before. Feels a little hydrating. I'm realizing I don't have a mirror in front of me. I'm just using the viewfinder, which is not ideal. I need to find a mirror. Let me see if my sister has one. I'm at my mom's house right now because we're about to go to an event, so getting ready here. This was my old room. That's actually my bed that I left behind. I actually have a lot of stuff I left behind. That's my nightstand, my mirror. I have my other mirror up on the dresser. Let's see if I can makeshift this. So the first item that I'm going to be testing out today is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint as vitamin C. So this product was in Kathleen Light's 2023 favorites videos, so I'm really excited to try it. I don't know if I want to use a brush or a sponge. I think I'm going to go in with a brush. Pretty good shade match. It's actually a really good shade match. It is extremely hot today. I wore like a vest and a crew neck to work. By the time I was getting off work and driving here, I was sweating because it's like 71 degrees. And since I knew I was coming straight here after work, I packed like a couple options to wear to the event, which is this like long sleeve striped shirt. The crew neck that I wore is definitely way too hot. And I packed a green long sleeve bodysuit. Now I think I might have to borrow something from my sister because it's extremely hot, but then again it's gonna probably get cold in the evening and we're gonna be probably there past 7. Okay, so that looks really good. She did say that it was buildable coverage, so I'm gonna try to add a little bit more and see how it looks. I remember trying like a serum foundation. I don't even know if it's considered a foundation, but it was also by Maybelline, but to me it was like really greasy. It was like a turquoisey greenish kind of packaging, bluish packaging. Can't remember exactly, but I was not a fan, so I was a little worried about this, but I definitely like this. Okay, so concealer, I used this, or I didn't use it, but I bought it in a previous video. It's like 2 videos ago, the one where I got ready entirely with Temu products. I forgot that I bought this concealer and I used something else, so I said I was going to use it in another video and let you guys know what I think about it. So this is it. I've already used it a couple times. So this is just a Temu concealer. I feel like the packaging is so luxurious. I definitely want to order a lighter shade because this is a little bit too dark. I prefer like a brighter under eye. Okay, so another product I'm going to be testing out today is this Locked In Setting Spray. Keep your makeup fresh all day, 16-hour long setting spray. I'm going to use this to spray my sponge. Matches. Ooh, I definitely like the mist on that. This concealer is like very light. It reminds me of like the consistency of the NARS concealer. I haven't used that one in so long, but I remember really liking it. And this, the applicator and the consistency of it reminds me of the NARS. I feel like it does pretty good with coverage too. I'm liking it, and it's like $3 or something like that. Really affordable. I definitely want to order a couple other shades. Next, we have this She Glam Grapefruit. It's like a cheek and lip tint. It says for the fruit, lip and cheek tint, She Glam Grapefruit. I'm excited to try this one. I've never used, oh, it's like a kind of like a lip doe foot applicator. I'm a little nervous to go straight on the cheek, but I don't want it to stain. I'm gonna try to be quick. Where's my brush? I don't want it to stain like the back of my hand. Actually, that blends really nicely even if you apply it straight to your face. Wow, that is such a natural finish. It's like very sheer, so it's buildable, which I like because I was scared it was going to be like super stained, super quick, very pigmented, and it's not the case at all. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but you can definitely build up with this product. I like a lot of blush, so I'm kind of going heavy with it. That is really pretty. I hope you guys are seeing it on camera. I have not adjusted any settings with this camera. I mentioned in my last video where I opened some of the stuff we're going to be using today in my Ipsy unboxing. I mentioned I just got a new camera, which I'm filming on right now, and have not adjusted any settings or anything like that. Just testing it out, playing around with it, so I'm gonna see if it needs any adjusting after using it for a while and figure out what's gonna be the best settings to film with. Okay, that blush is gorgeous. Even though I feel like it's so hot outside, I'm gonna be naturally blushing myself. I definitely like this. Okay, so as for bronzer today, this one's not really a review product. This is the tried and true LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. I remember when I filmed like my first YouTube video, this is what I used. And this was super popular at the time, so this was like so long ago. I'm not gonna go too heavy with the contour. I normally don't even contour, but I will today. Forgot this is pigmented. I could have gone with a little less. Definitely feels a little too heavy on that side. Put a little too much. I'm gonna go in with the sponge and just blend it a little better. Oh my gosh, it's such a fine mist that I hardly feel it. That smells so refreshing too. It smells like spring. Okay, so now for the product I might be most excited for. This and the foundation were the two top things that I was excited to try. This is Glowish by Huda Beauty. This is the Luminous Pressed Powder. I have the shade 02 Fair Light. And this came in my Ipsy box, which we opened in my last video, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I think I'm gonna use this little microfiber triangle for this. I'm gonna pick up some product. I'm really hoping, I don't think that's gonna be too dark. I normally, with like a loose powder, I dab it on my hand, but I don't think that's necessary with this pressed powder. Wow. Okay, so I feel like the finish of this powder is really nice, and it is what it says. It's luminous, but it's not like highlight luminous, obviously. And that's what I like. I don't like to have like a dull looking face, so that's why when I do like a matte setting powder, I only do it like right where I set the concealer, which is what I did now too. But with this, since it does have like a luminous finish, I feel like it could set your whole face if you do have an oily complexion but don't want to look matte. I'm liking that. Speaking of highlighter, we're gonna use this little Jouer highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne. This isn't a new product or anything. I'm just gonna use my fingers and apply this on the high points of my face. It's a really pretty glow. Beautiful. I feel like with the setting powder, next time I would probably dab it off my hand like I normally do, just because I want it to be like as minimal as possible, the smallest amount of layers as possible. Or I would use a brush and just like tap off as much as I can before I set, just so it doesn't look cakey, which I feel like it doesn't unless you're looking super close up. What's next? I didn't even bring a powder blush to top that off, but I guess it doesn't really need it. I also brought a couple bronzers, which aren't new, but ones that I haven't used in a really long time. I have, this technically isn't a bronzer, this is a setting powder, the Fit Me setting powder, which I like to use the shade 320 Natural Tan as a bronzer, so it can go matte. Or I have this Too Faced bronzer in the shade Snow Bunny. It says Too Faced Snow Bunny Luminous Bronzer, and it's very glowy. I feel like this is a really nice luminous bronzer, but since we're so luminous already, I think I'm gonna go with a matte, shockingly, because I don't really do matte. This, to me, looks like a shimmery bronzer, not just a luminous, so maybe that's a little too much since my face is already looking so shiny. We're gonna go with the Fit Me. And I'm gonna drag this down my neck. With that same bronzer setting powder, I'm just gonna apply some in my crease as an eyeshadow. And I actually am gonna go back in with that Too Faced Snow Bunny bronzer. I'm just gonna use that brown. I'm just gonna pick up like just the brown shade. Apply this on my outer lid. I used to always do like a warm eyeshadow, but the past couple of years I've been really sticking to like a cool tone. And now I'm just gonna pick up that light, like nudie pink in the end and apply this in the inner third. Going in with a smaller brush, I'm gonna apply some on my lower lash. Okay, so I touched up my brows. I actually remembered that we have this Chula liners to test out, which was also in my Ipsy box. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this with my mirror being so far away. I'm gonna try to use this little mirror and do the best I can with you guys being able to see. It doesn't look the best. The eyeliner is good. I'm the issue. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera because this is really hard for me to do while filming. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my lashes. I did my little wing. This eyeliner is really good. I'm not the best at wing liner, especially because I have hooded eyes, so I have to kind of droop my liner down and then go out so it doesn't have like a weird crease when I have my eyes open. But it's a very pigmented eyeliner. It doesn't bleed, and then once you put it on, it stays put. That's an issue I have with certain felt tip liners, is that it like kind of bleeds after a while or smudges. This is like a tattoo liner. Really impressed with it. I love this brown shade because it's not too harsh, but it's still like a nice deep dark chocolate. Really pretty. The lashes I put on are from Temu. I linked it in my previous video. It was like a couple videos ago. The same one where I meant to test out this. I'll add it here in the cards, that's probably easier, but it's the video where I got ready using everything from Temu, almost everything from Temu. Anyway, my lips are super dry, which is great because that leads us into the, it's not great, that's not great, but it leads us into the next step, which is our lips. And this Eloise, which is also from the Ipsy box, this oil, which I did test out in that video. The only things I didn't test out was the powder that we just tried out, and I guess the eyeliner. I did swatch it in that video, but this feels really nice and hydrating. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on. That was probably too much because I want to put a liner on. It's kind of hard to put a liner on once you have like a gloss or an oil on because it doesn't really transfer the pigment that much. But this little like double-ended lippy liner I also got from Temu and I used in that video, but I'm gonna line my lips. I actually want to go a little bit deeper with the lip liner, so I'm gonna use this Essence. What shade is this? Silky Hazelnut. I love this shade. And it smells good. Next on the products that we need to test out is this little She Glam. Oh my gosh, I was like, where's the logo? So this is a little She Glam lippy in the shade Pink Flamingo. This is like a dupe for like the Tarte lippy. Ooh. Doesn't really smell like anything. It smells like makeup, but not like anything scented. That is so pretty. I feel like we don't need anything else on top. I love that. I was thinking about putting either this gloss on top or this, which I feel like I might do it just for the plump. I love the shade of this, but I'm gonna add this just to get a little bit of a plump. This is the NYX Duck Plump. I might just end up taking this off later and putting this back on top because I like the little like pink sheerness it gives on top. This one's more of like a nude shade. Super glossy on the lips today. But this I did want to use for the video for first impressions, but then I ended up using it off camera once when I was going out with my sisters. So I think that's everything. Oh, setting spray. We gotta complete it with the setting spray. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. This is such like a subtle, fine mist that I don't feel like I have any blotchiness on my face. I don't even feel like I have to fan it dry or pat it dry, which normally I would get like a sponge and dab it in, but this is such a fine mist. I don't need to do anything. I kind of want to just carry this in my purse because it just feels so nice to spray on your face, especially during the summer. I'm gonna spray some more. Okay, and it does say 16-hour wear. Now I doubt I'm gonna have this makeup on for 16 hours. I'm not even gonna be up for another 16 hours, but I'll check in with you guys at the end of the day and I'll insert the clip here. Alright guys, so this completes this makeup look testing out random makeup, some of which Kathleen lights really influenced me to purchase. And then the other stuff was just included in my Ipsy subscription, so I definitely wanted to give that a try. The lighting just changed outside. The sun was covered by a cloud. But anyways, I'm liking everything I tried out today. Some of the stuff I've tried in the past and it's not new at all, but I think it's looking really good. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Feel free to binge watch my videos.